going to be playing that one. They do go double initiator in their own right, but I'm really keeping my eyes on those initiators. It's what separates these two teams. It is time for our grand finals to begin. Two North American juggernauts duking it out for one spot in VCT. We've got our casters standing by. Dust, Shift, let's get it started.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. It's one that we've seen, like you guys already mentioned, a fair
And
amount
the
of time.
suits are out.
It's going to be a really tested
I
one
feel
between these two
underdressed.
squads based on the history that they have, but of course, the immense pressure.
Maple
of the
Brown,
current
thank you
situation.
so
As
much.
mentioned, I'm Shift.
Canada,
That's us,
or
brother.
A,
The comps are
I
as
guess.
expected.
Welcome.
This is just down
Thank
to
you
who
for that,
plays
Maple
better
Brown.
today, it feels like.
Man, I mean,
Thank
what a
you
matchup
for-
it's going to be,
thank
right?
you for that,
I mean,
double gifted.
technically, these two teams are neck and neck, right? They each own 2 series against each other. This is their now 5th series battling it out.
Suit, bro. I'm
Obviously,
not even
they
sure I
each
have
hold
a
the
suit.
slight edge of the guard because
Actually,
one
not
of
sure I
their
have a
wins is
suit in
on
the
plan
house.
at this very tournament.
I'm not
And so
a
maybe that
I'm
has
not a
little bit
suit
of
kind of
extra
person.
credence to it than the online play, but
Grab the
regardless, this
liquid
has been
blazer
the
too.
North
I
American
don't have a
rivalry
liquid
of challengers
blazer.
all year long. The diversity and methodical play of the guard versus the explosive M80 that's very much on brand for their logo and name. And man, it's going to be great to see these two teams clash it out in a best of 5 for all the marbles, man, to see who will get promoted for the next 2 years to VCT. So much on the line, Shift.
Oh, it's going to be a good one, brother. And I think Tanner made up a really good
Didn't I
point
just go
when
to a
we're talking
wedding?
about this map set.
That's
The
true.
later
But I don't
this
have
pool
it.
gets, really after map
I put it
3,
in the bin
pool
instantly
starts
so
to
that I
look
never
great
have to
for
wear it
M80.
again.
But the problem is the first 2 maps
Not a
were maps
suit
that the
person.
guard just beat M80 on in
Uncomfortable.
the upper bracket semis.
I didn't
So,
I didn't
is
actually
there
put
gonna
it
be
in
an
the bin.
opportunity here for M80 to get on top of the guard early, or is this in your mind more of a survive, try to get to map 4, and then all of a sudden the series can start tilting in your favor?
It's going to be tough. I think this is going to be a very momentum-based series, and I think Ascent being
Suits
the
are
first
comfortable
map
if you
is
get
really
tailored,
gonna
bro.
be a
Don't
big one.
even
It's been
try
a
that with me.
50-50 map
M80
for
on
M80
defense, the
all
guard on
year
attack.
long. Not only have they lost to the guard both times they've played them on this map, they've also just generally been a little bit, again, 50-50 on the map across all competitions. So, meanwhile, the guard has only lost this map once, Shift. They have such a massive record on this map.
All
Chat,
right, well,
stop
the winner
talking about
gets
comfy
everything,
suits.
the loser gets
Suit is never gonna be
nothing.
like a
The first
hoodie
bit
or
action happening
trackies.
over towards B main immediately. Nice little counter utility coming out though from M80, holding on and finding first
For
blood.
comfort.
Shock Dart
You're
does
on
find
some
value
weird
here,
stuff
though, for the
today.
offense, and a huge
That was
first
a nice
opener
shot.
for Tex and the guard as they make their way on for sight. They get the plant, and Trent actually is trying to challenge this heavy setup for M80 right on top of the doors opening through market. M80 need to make a decision on how they want to try to break
Prius,
this
man.
open. Xander gets the first.
His Prius
Now
flicking
there's
off everywhere.
information for the guard that there are 2
Big
members
2 on
playing
2. They
inside
know where they
the
both
B-main.
are.
But how do you clear this out? Someone's got to hit. EU provides the first, not the second. Now the 1v1. John Cutie playing up against Net. And well, Net is actually going to make a perfect timing commitment to get in towards this site. Killjoy using the utility to get down. Timing of this is everything. John Cutie's going to try to hold this.
Bro.
But the shot looks like it will land. and
Wait,
Net
what
won't
was
be
the
able to open
spoiler
up
that
with the
came
opening
up?
pistol.
What the hell's going on
What
here?
a wild way to kick off these grand finals. Just a slobber knocker of a pistol round back and forth. It went the entire way. It went from 5-on-5 to 4v4 very quickly on this B executes. Very tough stuff, but Tech stretches a huge entry to allow that spike to
Dude, that
go
was
down.
like
This
4
double B main play winds up
the thing
working
came up
out
like
well
4
enough for
seconds
Net
early.
to come up with the hat trick. I feel like Net is very often underrated as a Sentinel player, but he has been doing fantastic in Ascension. He's actually number 2 in KD and number 6 in kills per round.
Okay,
Top 10
nice pistol
ACS and ADR,
from
so
the
that's
guard.
been on-1
We'll keep
in
an
Brazil.
eye.
You saw the
0-1 for
statistics
them,
pop
1
up
in terms of the
during the
pistols,
pregame
and
show.
oh
The
man,
Guard
not this
are
again.
unbelievable
I
in
forgot this is
pistols,
how it
winning
goes
over
down.
70% of the pistols through Ascension so far, so that is something we got to keep our eye on throughout the entirety of this best of 5 series. Follow-up round, though, we'll see a pretty heavy amount of purchase still coming out on the other side for M80. You have a Marshall and a couple of Ghosts, so there is some firepower here for M80 on their second defensive attempt.
Indeed, that Marshall and those Ghosts
honestly,
are gonna
these
be
3
the
might get here in
ticket to
time.
M80 trying to pull one over early on the guard. They're actually stacked in the
They're
right
just gonna
location as
drone.
the guard are
How many do
indeed
they see
looking
with
to
the
gather
drone?
up and hit this B side.
Wait,
It
we're
seems
not
they
gonna
do have
drone
alert
this.
still, though, at Tree with Net, who could be an insurance policy on a backstab, or he might even call them over if they start running into trouble.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Wallen
too
does
that's
hit the
too
first
much.
shot.
Okay, he calls them
The
over.
guard will
They
back
go back
off
on
and
this
then
one.
immediately head over
Do
towards Tree side. But
they?
look at
Oh, they
Xander. He
they
hasn't
started
fully
off, and the
moved off
timing
this
over
yet.
towards heaven
So he will
is.
still possess
Oh my
the
god.
top side of these ramparts,
Net
but
Ghost early.
can you read this cross as M80 trying to make their way across spawn? Contact is made, and Tex is actually going to be able to work his way in still with the rest of the squad. So the contact for Net not personally great. Xander able to at least put together one. Paranoia out trying to follow up on that, but the offensive Paranoia is there to counter. Tech's able to put together a couple of kills amidst the Fallon, and yeah, the cleanup pretty darn solid here for the guard.
Okay.
Yeah, really well done. Net just got so much information, was able to get in a very key position to hear how many players were rotating over from
Production
B,
are trolling me
that
right
the
now.
guard knew kind of what the numbers were looking like on the A side itself. Xander did a great job.
Two armors gone, two
couple of
rifles
frags
gone.
and keeping
So
things interesting,
it's,
but in the
it
end,
wasn't too bad in terms of damage.
the lay of the land, were able to work their way through the situation with the superior firepower, just peeking off each other from generator and making sure that that round never really spiraled out of control. And so they will go up 2-0. Again, this is a map that they have a 12-1 record on for the year. If you also include that Ludwig Tarek Invitational as well as everything they've done in Challengers, their only loss was to G2.
Knife goes
That was
in,
11-13.
hits the
So, I
server
mean,
only.
not
HUD
much,
is still up.
but perfection for the guard, and particularly
Bro, they're trolling us.
defensively, they've been their strongest, near 70%
Just
defensive
every
win
round
rate.
we
They're
get
only
something
just
new.
over half on attack, but they're already off to a hot start.
Opening spam coming out for the defense. Trying to control
Nicely done from this one. Nicely done for Koala. B split going in with the bonus doesn't work too well. It is currently a 1v5 into a 1v3.
Well, he's going to get completely taken by his two-member stack on mid, you would
Sure.
think. Paranoia gets hit.
Nicely
That should
handled
be
in
enough
the
for Xander to
ends.
finish
Nice
off the kill,
flash
and it
going
will
in.
be. So Eddie, get on
Jonas,
board with
what's
their
up?
first full
Jonas
purchase. They really
YH.
don't
Jonas,
lose that much
yeah,
in
with the
process
5
either.
months. Thank you with the
we kinda just
prime.
go with the typical
Appreciate it.
pattern as far as
Sanders.
economics go, as far as a 2-1 start
What?
being displayed, but now
Bro,
we have full
okay.
buy versus full buy.
Oh
There
my
is
goodness.
The only alt available for the attack.
We're getting leaks of all the chat logs.
Just nice B main aggression here from M80.
Wow, don't ban me yet, please. What's up? What's up? With the 5 months. Thank you.
Gets a couple, but that's really going to be it. Pretty clean win, all things considered.
Okay,
as
we're
we get into,
observers changed. We're back
again,
in
that
game. We
first
got
full
no HUD
buy.
for a little bit.
And again, what you're
We
gonna
got just the
notice is
in-game
guard
HUD.
on
Hopefully,
this map
Prius
in particular
presses
does like to slow it down
tab at one
sometimes.
point.
Play like a
We'll see.
methodical mid-control. They're not as explosive as
We can
M80
work
is.
this one out.
They're very
So
dynamic
it's
in how they
oh
can
my
play
goodness.
this map, and I think that's what makes them so strong.
2-1,
Shifts, the
and it
different
should
styles of talent
be
they're capable of playing, because you never know when
two
that pacing
people
shift's gonna happen.
can't
And I
buy
think
next
that
and
actually
5
is a
people
huge
can't buy
contributing
next.
factor to what their growth
So
looked like
it is
throughout the
a
entirety of this year, 'cause I think you go back to stage
roughly
1,
around
talk about
that.
M80, and it's
It is a
like, oh,
swing
these
round.
guys are just going to run at us and just out-frag us, but they've definitely matured a bunch and maybe taking a
Maple
couple of
Brown
things
gifting
away
a
from
sub
the
over
card in
towards
terms of
Prius.
strategic
Hopefully that's what he needed to
setups
sort
are
this one out.
concerned,
Thank
as
you so
Quality
much.
will get first blood through
Maple
mid.
Brown, appreciate
Does
you.
not stop Tex from popping the blades and try to maybe even find a way in. But the control here, honestly, really solid for M80. Tex still cannot
CJ's
approach
Paradigm
with
as
53
well.
seconds on
Thank
the
you so
clock.
much.
That's the thing
Rack 'em
about
up
when
6
guard
months,
plays
bro.
slow
Thanks for the
like
half a
this,
year.
M80
Okay, so a bit
are
of pressure over
obviously very
towards B.
proactive. They're gonna
Knife
try
goes
to
in,
beat
doesn't
you and
hit
disrupt
anyone
you
though, and then they
try to
insta
unsettle you.
rotate here.
And
So
that's exactly what
they're gonna
Quality
hold
was able
strong
to
with
do
this.
off that
2 people over
catwalk
towards
push.
middle, because obviously
And they
no
also just
sentinel.
got shut down at B main by utilities,
And
so they're trying
let's
to make the
see
pivot
what
through
this
tree.
setup's like.
There's
Got a
an
breach stun or
crossfire,
anything
though,
for this?
through
There
the
it is.
door.
Perfectly
And a
timed.
great stun comes in,
Nicely
and that
done.
completely locks
Right
Tex
on
down.
cue.
Really well done. Quality getting another through the smoke.
Moment flash
and now
goes
all
in,
of a
only
sudden,
hits the jet.
Guard have to commit through tree door to get in, and the crossfire is so darn good.
Damn, this was a
Last
straight
one
up
standing was
lockdown. It was
Fallon,
nice
but
util
Quality
here, to be
opening
honest,
up
from
with one
everyone.
and then shutting
Really
down the
liked
initial
it.
push here
A main
towards A.
constantly
Tilts the edge in
smoked.
favor of the defense,
Stun
and
was
M80 ties up
perfect.
at 2.
And
And
yeah,
big
I
hat
mean,
trick
it's a
there
great
from
round.
Vaughn. Again, he was
So
in
now,
top 5 in almost every metric
they
for
have
the
to
entirety of
eco.
challengers in North America, leading the field in first
And
kills per round,
because
and
Tex
number
used
1
his
in KD.
knives, he's the
also
only
second
person that can
place in
buy,
kills
so
per
they can
round
have a hero
PCS.
gun.
So far,
Zach
Ascension, he's in the top
314
5
with the
almost
prime
every
chat. New
metric,
member, you know what to
except
do.
for KD and clutch percentage, where he's still in the top 10. And so he has really been able to carry over a lot of the same form we saw in NA
Zach,
Challengers
thank
due
you,
to the
thank you,
Ascension
appreciate
stage,
it.
and that was a big round for
Was
him there to win the
I?
opening gun round.
Oh, I mean, kind of. That was the
And
hero
yeah,
gun I
you're
was
right.
talking
Look
about,
at
but
this.
somehow they managed to scrape a bit more than what I thought. They got 2, and then low buy with it. Bucky's out on Koala, back up for his knives, and the HUD is back, so we should be all good.
Completely concealed, and the guard are essentially trapped right now outside of B main.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is just a hard read.
Nets
from
one
M80.
away from
Typically,
ult
the
if they
guard,
want to
when they
try and
play
do
a
that.
Default, there's only one person maybe playing over towards the A side, and so in their mind, they're going to isolate that guy, maybe get the frag, or they're just going to be able to get the map control in the end zone.
Maybe not on this one, 'cause it's a low buy.
Exactly what they've been able to do. And again, the counter utility has been so strong, they're just keeping the guard chosen.
Look at Killjoy descending with a spike on his own respect.
Taken away from him.
And the offensive paranoia is already
5
been
pass
spent.
in lane.
To be John Cutie trying to hold his life with just the entirety of the utility kit, but Tex
Wait,
still
wait,
finds the
what?
first tap. EU trying to hold on to the site, but it's Joe Pita best him.
Was he
And then the
not
follow-up
fully
not going
flashed
to
for
be
that
there at
kill?
all. Wow, clean entry from the guard considering the circumstances. And now it's just down to Koala Dubin. Well, don't sleep on him, but the right click misses, and Tex
must have
will
seen
shut
him
it down
before
for
he
the
ate
guard
the
to take
flash.
edge.
Yeah, really clean entries there from the guard. Again, M80 had some good information with that A push, but they were yet to rotate over.
Next, we switched him afterwards, and he was still relatively flashed.
In the third floating back hall, so guard's still able to find a bit of a timing there.
Okay, nicely done. We are going down. 3 people can't buy next.
Again, he was one of those guys.
Okay, yeah, saw him before the flash.
Every metric
Oh, it was actually the KO flash that got him. So he dodged this one, and then the KO flash got him. So when we switched over to him, it was the KO flash.
And kills per round, as well as ACS and KD. So I mean, the guy has been an absolute
Jesus, that's a lot of util. Fast A on this one. Got Omen flash. Oh, Bacon, look away, man. You know, your recon's there.
Not in position to even contest this in whatsoever. Spike for Fallon, now being planted on the default position. And for M80, no ults to try to retake this. This has to be done the hard way.
Which mean who leaked? You lot used it at Tokyo. Obviously, people watch demos.
Yeah, no way to cancel that out, so they just have to wait it out, which is allowing them to put more and more post-plant utility on top of the spike. Nice kill there from Xander on the flank. That's going to open up a new route for the retake for M80 and make things a little bit tougher on guard.
It's a hard retake, really.
Out a lot of space just in front of health. Fallon still positioned down low, not on a lot of health. Xander gets one, though, as he drops on in. Walladoop mixed up just a touch.
Okay, nicely done. Nicely done. We're nice and calm with this good util.
Plenty of time for the defuse. We'll go 3-3.
Where are we with this?
Really well done there from M80. That flank, I feel, meant
their money's
everything
great.
to them
That's so
to be
fun.
able to get into A main, to open up another route onto the A site, not allow the guard to get really settled into the post plant. You figure with that lockdown, with the killjoy util, they can start backing off into A main. They're
watching the team that beat you and saw your recon? Damn, that's disrespectful. Dragon Elm, thank you. Dude, whole year, chat. Whole year for Dragon Elm. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it. With the tier 1, you know what to do. Let's fill the chat up with some slugs. Dragon, thank you, bro. Thank you.
With trades and get the job done.
Knife in doesn't hit anyone, so we're probably not going to see a spam for a bit. Recon goes middle, doesn't get shot, so they know that no one's over towards middle. Knife goes over towards A, it hits Omen, so they might be in wine.
Prowler's out, hold on a second. No follow-up here from Fallon. Really wanted it, but could not quite collect. And with that, we go 5v4.
Damn, Xander has no idea how close that was.
Yeah, again, M80 are doing such a good job being aggressive on the periphery of the map against the guard default and finding
he sucked
but
this.
Look at this, all, as you said, into window room. I feel like M80 is keen about it. Xander is just barely avoiding this fragment, by the way, but does get taken down by the rifle anyhow. And so the guard get on site.
Fatal for retake.
Fallon does go 1-for-1 with that teleport, so it gets
Fatal
us to a
and
3v3. Nightfall at the ready gets immediately spent. Here comes M80 quickly trying to break down this post plant. They get the first two, no worries. Quality working on the ace. The last player's down low. Trent will fall.
Okay.
But no,
damn, nicely done from Koala. Holy hell, yeah. Gain Nismo, you do your thing. Picks up the Odin to send a message. Did they actually want to pick up the Odin? Because EU was using it.
I mean, the last time they played against the Gar was the Uprise semifinals on this map.
Okay, looked like they asked him.
They only got 2
not in for it this time.
rounds in the second half of that game after having a slow
man,
start.
that looked like a really good run from Koala there.
With 3, they've kept this game very close. The economies are very tight for both these teams as well because these rounds are coming down these 2v2 side situations. It's getting very intense. Again, I think the big credit I want to give M80 that we're seeing throughout this half so far is how willing they are and how successful they have been.
They did grab it, but the HUD died. that sounds about right. Okay.
They think that they might be able to find a 1v1 or maybe even a 2v1 and then use that to get information to understand what the guard's trying to focus on. The thing is, though, we have seen the guard already.
Did you see his instant smile after that? That was incredible.
And get the job done because of it. And you never know when that's coming. M80, again, are a very well-rounded team when it comes to, you know, playing the defaults and mid-rounding and just using team play by manipulating rotations.
Killer and Max, what's up, dude? With the 3 months. Thank you.
That's going to be a battle that you're
Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for the 3 months.
Really is just kind of trying to play that mental chess.
Timeout. You know, production can sort the HUD as well, so they're happy for this one.
4 official series against each other already. This is their 5th series, not to mention, you know, potential practice that may have taken place at some point.
UI is nervous for finals, honestly. Feels like
down
it.
to mind games.
Absolutely, it will. And the thing about those mind games is in which rounds are they most prevalent? And just looking at how the statistics have built out, there really is not much to separate these two teams. When they're at full purchase, both teams are incredible. They're the top 2 teams. when it comes to being at full buy win percentage. So that's where you feel like I think the critical rounds and the possibility of turning a tide.
Okay, yeah, this is really delayed. Okay, so they saved the op and the Odin. Save the op into Odin. There is guns here, I promise you.
And that doesn't just equip to their weapons as well. That's also something we got to keep in mind for things like ultimates down the road too.
Let's see what we can see. This is a saved Odin. There's the op.
Both of them are near 40% success rate in 4v5s.
Well, rifles,
so even
950.
have been able to find ways back into the round, which means no round's going to be easy. It's going to be a battle all the way through, but we wouldn't want
low
to
buy?
have any
Low buy. Okay, Stinger, low buy. They go for a B split on this one. Kind of. Didn't really go for a B split. I guess it was just a flash dash over towards middle potential.
At its position through mid, John just kind of gets through the dark cover completely unbeknownst by Valen. Jonah P tried to tap away at this, but he will not be able to connect, and with that, we'll go to a 4v3
numbers are on the minimap. Yeah, we're on the
situation.
observer
He
feed.
also drops M80, looking good as they just take over the
See
map.
what the observer sees.
Down, and Nat has nowhere to go but to fall.
All right, nice and clean on that one. Was just a low buy though, so we don't have to worry. In terms of the timeout, it was probably more for this round. They do have some ults into this as well.
That round for the guard, but now they should be back to a full buy. They have a couple of ults.
Yeah, they got a full buy in this one.
And I'm curious to see what their call is going to be after that timeout as far as how they want to approach this next round. I mean, again, they're a well-rounded team. They have really well-orchestrated set pieces for both sides if they want to go fast early. They also are very good at slowing things down and playing that kind of multi-pressure, challenging market and tree simultaneously.
Okay, this one looks up to date. Oh god, we go early, and so they know that the guard did a timeout, so they probably want to have some kind of plan, and they would decide to go aggro real fast. They get a lot of map control, and it's a retake on A. Wait, no bullets after that? John QT has ult. There's a lot of people here that can fast retake, so they do.
Knives for Tex in the back line, but it's all about this action from the front of the moment, and it goes 2 for 1 in favor of M80.
Really good omen flash.
Jonah P, though, very well, may have to a couple in his sights, and he does. Gets 3 in total.
Oh my, what a round from Jonah P. What a round for Jonah P. I definitely want to shout out Valen as well. I felt like his omen flash was good here. The delay over towards Heaven's really good. Valen did a lot of damage in terms of the kills, but also his nade that delayed at the beginning, and then the omen flash on top of that was great. So like Jonah P, 4 kills, and his nade was everything in my opinion. Like, see this nade there? It's great.
Normally not one that you talk about as like a star of the team, but a very good support element. He's always been
good
very
util,
good in clutch
good kills from him.
situations. And actually in Ascension, he's number 4 in KD ratio on top of being number 6 in clutches. So
yeah, they really delayed for the breach or well.
Quite a lot here on
KO nade. KO nade finished. Omen flash.
Jonah playoffs. He has definitely been doing really well for the squad in that supportive role.
Yeah,
he shut the door at the right time as well. Nice. Well, we had the HUD for 1 round, chat. We do manage to squeeze out another buy here, though. Oh my goodness. And we push and we go with a higher low with the Odin as well. Can pick up orb. I don't think that gives him ult, but we'll see. Nice omen flash once again. Ult though. Damn. Damn, M80 kind of coming out swinging on this.
And this would be a technical 1v5 if you were to find a way to clutch this.
Not seeing that happening. The only thing he really has on his side is a gun and time. That's about it. He's got 9 health, no spike possession. I mean, saving this rifle even seems like it's unlikely. I imagine M80 will give chase. They have enough credits to, you know, try to get this rifle off the board, keep, you know, the guard having to rebuy or even potentially save. Xander's going to get a great off angle here. He's gonna be able to find that.
They win one with 2 people alive, and then they insta-lose the next one. So 1,900 loss bonus. Pretty confident they got to eco this one. One person yet would be able to buy. So could get an 8-4 half here.
This is the cleanest we've seen him on this defense, in my opinion.
It almost feels a lot like the same story we saw yesterday, and there are 2 different 2-0s.
The 2 hero guns from the people that survived the round before this.
Right.
And that is a massive issue for the guard.
The round before.
Who now very well may be tested by Quality with an op at mid. Oh boy, dark cover comes through, but the guard are fully stacked here. There's the chip. First shot lands, and Quality will get out of there.
It's a big player to take down as well.
And I mean, that's a big thing. The guard are used to being able to get mid control and challenge this cat and tree position off their default. That's one of their strengths on Ascent. They've done it all year long. But M80 have made it a point to challenge off of catwalk so often in this game shift. And I think that adjustment, that read that they are putting into play has netted them so many opening picks, and it has rattled the guard. It has not let them get comfortable in these rounds. Like, sure, they've been able to call some like audible quick pushes to get some rounds.
Prowler went over towards B main, didn't spot anyone. Pretty confident they broke the door. My sound isn't high enough. Going over towards site, we still have breach stun. Still got omen flash.
Or are they going to peek us through cat? It's come from so many different angles, and now Noob has the benefit of his team's utility to make these shots even easier. And the guard,
it's a nice omen flash he did there.
Fall here on just
a slow buy though, so not too much worry.
So
sure.
We'll go into the last round of the half with a significant advantage for M80.
30 seconds left.
Again, go look at the guards match against Union. Or go look at several of their other Ascension matches that they've played this year. You will see how often they're able to just control the map early.
What ults we got for the last
and then
round?
be able to test themselves into tree or test themselves into market and run the site splits from there in the mid round. Or, you know, call the audible, go for the quick play, you know, throw some pacing changes in there, you know, keep their opponents guessing.
Yeah.
They have not been able to do that so far today. M80 have been the ones dictating the pace every single round. It has been
3 people here.
They have varied where they push from.
At the moment, 2 of these would eat the omen
success.
flash.
Or at the very least shift, even when they don't succeed, they've never really been punished. You know what I mean? Like they're able to get back and just play normal from there after the initial feint.
Well, this will be a very explosive round number 12. The knives are already out for Noob, still trying to get aggressive through B main with his operator. Prowler in the midst. Aldrone is there, but the paranoia will force M80 to get back out of this area. But the Hunter's Fury actually thrown a little bit more.
No way. He updrafted and actually got one through the window. That was sick. I don't know if he did the damage extra to Jonah P as well, but Jonah P's down to 28. Spam on this one. Yep, nice and simple.
Of course, John Cutie can just spam out the lockdown, which he does. The guard will have to rethink.
Yeah, it's a 3v3 situation, but don't count the guard out. They're usually pretty good about figuring situations out. I know this has
Sean FPS, what's up, bro? For the 3 months, thank you with the prime.
Dangerous when they have time left on the clock.
Appreciate you, Sean.
They have equal numbers, and they have some time to work things out, talk things through, work together. Alan, though, gonna get caught.
This gun.
In there, and Jonah P already on low health is just kind of stuck on an island in the middle.
Yep.
The spike, he can't even feel comfortable reaching for it because he might get caught in the cross for all he knows, and he has to kind of just wait for Net to get in position to see if they can try to work something out together.
30 seconds left.
The problem here is you've got a long lurk from Nismo. Jonah P, like you mentioned, is completely stuck. That was seen over towards market.
Oh.
Tapping away is Nismo, but he actually misses on a very low HP Jonah P, and all of a sudden, the spike will be collected, the fault line gets avoided, and there's actually a chance here. Or is there?
And nicely done. Okay, they do get 8.
Says not today, Freds. Last one left is Net, and he will be diced up by knives.
I mean, 8-4 with these kind of comps.
Chef's kiss from M80 in the first half.
M80 can be pretty happy.
That has been about their best defensive
but
score
with this comp on defense, it's so doable.
Where they were able to get 9
it's
defensive rounds.
It's not out of control bad.
I'll say quote-unquote weaker teams in North America. But to get 8 against guard on LAN on a map they have beat you on both times you played it this year. By the way,
who won pistol? Guard won pistol. So when you include that, it's not great.
They did not allow M80 double digits in either of those games. It was 13-8 and 13-7. So to see M80 come out flying with 8 defensive rounds, and that's after losing pistol and like going down the normal bonus pattern. That's big, man.
They never had to save, Dust. They never had to save.
That's very
walking or.
So now we go into another key pistol.
Oh my god, that's good info. There's 2 there.
70% win rate through Ascension, and they need it badly here.
Yeah, they are a
full stack through mid. EU in position.
When does EU go for it? Jesus, they're chunky. How they tanking these?
And well, as Net also provides a couple of kills.
It's gonna be like, what the hell?
Some damage on the backside to kind of keep this M80 play pretty well, I would say, claustrophobically put on towards A. Sure, they'll get the spike plant.
I mean, they can't. Like, how could you hold on to this site? Wait, are they gonna hold on to this site?
Actually, may all of a sudden turn things in the favor of M80 just when you thought that they were.
But they have no map control. How?
Gunfights come out and M80 take these pistols in the second round.
I thought they were in a little bit of trouble after that initial mid push didn't work and they missed out on a couple of kills on catwalk. I mean, I thought, you know, that B-Link push had everything written all over it, but it wound up getting foiled. But nonetheless, M80 get on site, get spiked.
Chat, you can't blame that one on me.
At a man disadvantage.
They got no map control.
Surviving with 3 players when it was all said and done. Very well done. Again, the guard typically good for around 7 defensive rounds minimum. We've seen plenty of games where they've hit in 10.
All right, thank you for that, Hud.
8, 9. You know, they've always had high defensive win rates. So to see them start off behind after already going down low in the first half is it's a rough sign. We'll see if they can recover.
That was incredible.
Couple of pistol upgrades here by the
oh god, the little stack here. Give me number 8.
Able to help save 1 life, but the
yeah, this might be alright. Trent, one more.
And the numbers stay to a 3v3. Trent's little jumping right clicks also.
Wait, and they're super low. 1 bullet each. Oh, this is so doable. What gun has he got? Sheriff, body shot, body shot.
1v2 situation. Net with a sheriff. And what seems to be 2 low health pools for M80.
Yeah, single body shots. Oh, he's got a vandal.
He's got a vandal now.
Oh my god, what HP is that?
What a shot that is.
Chat, that's one. That's 1.
Gets
surely.
Down to half HP.
1, 2, 3.
Sentry turret will only find so much. Can he get any other utility into the site?
Oh.
No.
Give me the other guy. 20. Give me the other guy. 20 and.
Yeah, you got a little bit concerned for M80 perhaps. You saw Net pick up the rifle and have such a big health pool advantage. And again, Net, certainly a strong clutch player in these types of situations, but M80 able to hold on now up to 10 rounds.
3, you reckon?
Going into their bonus. Now they do have to rebuy on 3 players, so that will indeed limit what type of capabilities they're going to have on a bonus round like this. As you can see, it's slim pickings, a bunch of stingers. A Spectre, just a
honestly, the observers are probably having to deal with stuff with the HUD anyway, potentially.
So desperate.
So they might be dealing with a lot back there.
Not even just need to win it. You need to win it cleanly.
Okay, big buy run now coming in for the guards.
Starting to feel a little bit more secure. Walladoot first contact. No, doesn't quite hit the shot.
No way, that one-way smoke though. Oh, my Jesus. That's a shot.
Pick him up, and that'll be a 2-for-1 trade favor in the defense.
Need it will. Nismo wasting no time, pushing the smoke at door to grab a frag to equalize things. Back to a 3 versus 3 as a spike goes down. He is low on health now, though.
What the hell is going
with
on?
the stinger catches Tex up top. And now the spike is able to plant, and the man advantage sits with M80.
And it's going to be so difficult to work through this. Trent, 2 shock darts at the ready. First one pretty well placed. But no, Net trying to find a timing to peek. Not going to work out. Now the paranoia is through, and Trent is completely stuck. Gonna have to make this.
I was going to say, it was Trent, so I didn't want to say that it was done because it's Trent. Damn, this might be a dominant fast map.
Yeah, this is a tough spot here.
The Alvel test number 17 is called the pause, so that must mean that we have attack pause coming in.
You go a halfway approach. I mean, those are the options you must weigh. As M80, I mean, are just taking care of this half in trademark fashion, aren't they, Shift? The explosiveness that they are so well known for. I mean, Walladoot wasted no time looking for a brawl, and Cat, he goes even, but he holds attention there as well, and that allows M80 to get through main and on site, and then they just go nuts from that point forward. Again, that is where M80 are their most dangerous. When you give them breathing room, when they're allowed to flex their muscles and, you know, show you that pace, they are so comfortable in those chaotic moments on sites. They are so trusting in each other. Their spacing is so good, and they just trade their way out even with the inferior firepower, so to speak, of the SMGs there. And this is dangerous because, I mean, this is the first map of the series. The guard dictated the entire pace of the pick ban coming from the upper bracket.
Oh, yeah.
Again, this is a map that has been, I would argue this is the guard's best map, period. Just in general, forget who they're playing against. They have been so dominant on this map. Only 1 loss. Mid-season face-off to G2 11-13. They have dominated everyone else. They rarely allow their opponents double-digit shift.
Yeah.
And right now, they are way behind.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're getting bested in their own type of play style.
Okay, time out, and they have no money.
Not able to find a way to get those
so I imagine the plan is for the next round, unless they're going to buy up, unless the HUD's frozen. This is what they're buying. HUD's frozen because Nisma hasn't bought. So yeah, maybe they bought into this.
And they've already got some mid-map control. There could be a check here on towards Net. The knife should surely reveal this, and yeah, Walladoot's going to sit here and try to see if he can catch some timing, but it's actually Nismo to stop the aggressive play from the guard deep towards A.
Yeah, I think M80 are doing a good job realizing that the guard are either saving and rolling the dice, or they're force spot, and so they don't want to do anything too crazy. They want to play smart and careful. But
Trent gets one as well. Potential guns. What are we in? 3-on-3, no one over towards the B site. Omen TP to the back.
Make sure
Got a smoke for you boys.
Be able to swing, but there is
you.
market presence here.
Yes, there is.
That's a great stun, though, on Net to allow them, with that smoke as well, to actually get through with the spike.
Oh, and they delete the Nano Swarm. Extra utilities to make sure nobody peeks through that dark cover. So the spike will make its way on, and it will plant. On the retake attempt, you still have one member sitting in towards market.
Is nice.
The rest
Hit
of the
both.
guard are hitting through the defensive side spawn. A bit of a reveal off Trent's utility that there is one member playing
Easy
over,
dinked
and
him.
the taps are starting to land. The
Whoa.
guard are pulling this one back.
Whoa,
It's just
okay,
out of the corner,
okay.
and the
Low
Guardian
buy
will find the final
after the
two.
after the
How about
timeout.
that for the guard?
Not too bad.
Really
A lot
well
of
done
aggression.
from the guard.
I mean, a lot of
Getting those 2
aggression.
picks with the Sheriff gave them a way open. It cracked the door just a little bit. M80, I thought, responded pretty well at Xander alting to the back of the site. They were able to counter the utility to get up sidewalk and get that spike into B and have a 3-on-3 post plant. But they just got picked apart from that point forward. Trent and Jonah P, huge frags from the 2 of them to bring that one back. And now it's big because the guard elected not to invest on that round, despite the fact that they could have been conceding map point. And they come out on top with the Thrifty. And so they get both. They get to have their cake and eat it too, baby.
Yep.
I mean, that is exactly what they needed to get back into this.
And the cherry
Really,
on
Quality
top
just
is
jump
you've got the
spots to see if
100
anyone
series still at the
peeked.
ready, and a number of other key defensive ultimates that are
Pre-barrier, it's
right
pretty good.
on the fringe of being earned.
Right.
Most importantly, the lockdown null command very close to being in play here. So the guard have the ability to get some ults online and possibly continue this little stretch.
To M80's credit, though, they're back onto a full buy. They have Rolling Thunder and they have Null Command. So they have their own powerful punch that they can pack
Does the alarm bot short?
at a moment's
Sova
notice,
ult
as
strat.
they're,
It's
again,
kind of
wasting
OP.
no time setting up for an aggressive ace.
Can they hear it?
That up-tempo
Do you
play
know?
style is what they are
Have you
known
watched the
for. As soon
demos?
as their alarm bot gets broken, they set forward.
Hunter's Fury just trying to clean out catwalk, does not connect.
Oh, he got nothing.
Null command is spent. Net stays away from this engagement, so he's still behind this play at tree. It's Xander who's nearby as the rest of M80 have found their way on a brilliant reveal though.
Omen flash for retake.
Allows Trent a lot
Nope.
of information
This
as far
is
as
delayed
what
again.
this post plant could look like. But the contest will not happen yet. We stay 5v5. Rolling Thunder going to get spent here from the offensive side just to make sure this defense gets a little bit more tested. But Trent finds the first blood. Net getting another
Okay,
one.
5v3.
Walden trying to slip on through, but no, can't make any good on any connections. So now all of a sudden the lockdown's
Bro, they're
in
gonna
play. The
eat
guard
this
haven't
Killjoy ult.
dropped a member yet.
You're all gonna eat this
5v3
Killjoy ult.
situation. John Cutie considering the fault line, then puts it away, and then the over-aggressive setup from the guard floods forward, and M80
Okay,
can
nicely
find
done in the end.
Nothing. Azeni flawless
All
comes
survives?
through as the guard
Yeah.
get their 6th.
Man, what a wild ride of a round that was. You were liking M80's chances, just how they were able to get onto site clean, get spiked down. I believe that was a clean 5-on-5
Yeah.
post plant to start.
And honestly, it turned into a pretty big round because
But lo and
Kale
behold, the guard able to catch
Breach
M80, trying to be proactive,
was
pushing
used against
tree
them. I know they use their
with
own
that
ult in terms of
Rolling
Sova and
Thunder,
Killjoy,
as well as they were
but
looking to be aggressive
still,
and Kevin, they didn't
still a
want to
big
just rest
win.
on their laurels and play the 5-on-5 post plant passively. They were trying to force the issue at Heaven and Tree, and they lost on both fronts, and that cost them everything. Whether you want to call that a mistake or whether you just want to call that, you know, a good idea that just they didn't quite
Happy's got
execute
getting
as
involved.
well as they needed to. Either way, it has now cracked the window just a touch further. All of a
Absolutely
sudden,
has.
their guard are right back in the mix. That's why you're seeing M80 call the timeout. Happy, of course, a veteran in TAC FPS from the French scene. It's been helping this team all year long. It's actually very fitting because Happy himself, when he was an IGL in TAC FPS, he was a lurker. He was a very slow player, but he was very fond of the 1-4 setups where he would kind of lurk by himself and, his other 4 teammates would be the ones kind of, pushing quick, getting fast map control, setting up execution. He would kind of
The,
be that guy that would kind of
what was it,
backstab
the
or
hoodie
cut off
one
rotates
bacon?
or be that
think
character.
I
So
saw
I
it.
feel like it's only fitting that this M80 team coached by him is a very aggressive team.
Yeah.
It just suits what I feel like the players want and what their strengths are. And again, it's like Happy's background in TAC FPS if you're unfamiliar with them. It's actually kind of funny when I watch M80 play and I realize, oh, Happy's their coach. Makes perfect sense.
Well, we're off the timeout and back into things.
Here we go, here we go.
And Operator's out for Texas. The first time he's been able to afford it this map so far, which
Oh
is
my.
rare to see in round 18. Flash out, M80 trying to get aggressive through mid, and they will collapse.
Wait, that was
Go to
pretty
be
cool.
The first one to drop.
So M80 called a
Possibly on
timeout
the way.
the guard decide to go aggro. Oh, that was a chunky shot dart as well. Okay, we kind of reset after that. Omen stuck at middle. Killjoy's got to set up over towards A, so it looks like they're going to leave it.
Wild aggressive push from M80 just to create space in middle, kind of split open the angles and then find a frag.
Happy IGL'd. MVS.
And now they
Who
will
else
gather
did the
together
IGL
for
for?
explosion on A. There's a lot of Killjoy utility though in position.
MVS is the only one I can remember.
Rotate.
Yeah, Raze on it. LDLC. That's a good one.
Yeah,
for the guard. So it's all on Net, who will probably just have to back off and play for retake unless he can use his utility and grab a quick pick.
Yeah, there's the fault line. The rest of the offensive utility very wisely.
Gonna have to see a retake with this. Omen ult goes in. He does stick it. Big Joe.
And oh boy,
Prius.
Valen has got
Nicely done from Valen.
From the shadows, never seen out by Nismo, and now the guard collapsed from the front. John Cutie only getting one in response. He's deep towards A. Arches not gonna make a difference.
That was that one looked. So honestly, some of these rounds have looked pretty convincing.
Valen was so quick on that alt shift. He wasted no time. The moment that they took sight and Net felt the pressure,
Bro, Smith's didn't call.
Called the shot to sneak in the back lines with this ult. It did not get picked up on quick enough at all. He gets Nismo again. That opens up an additional route for the retake, and they get it done real clean. And the guard are fighting back. They've won the last 3 in a row. The separation is down to just 4 rounds, and if this buy does not work for M80, they may have to consider saving.
Agreed.
And that could be where the guards start putting themselves back in striking distance. Their economy is starting to get quite healthy, by the way. You're starting to see some of the reserves that they have. They're looking good.
I mean, yeah, money's outrageous.
Opening utility again defensively allows Trent to get the Odin in play through mid, oddly enough. Follow-up knife from M80 will, of course, scout out.
Defensive knife goes over towards B main. It hits no one. They use a Prowler to see if anyone's been set up from that knife. It doesn't hit anyone. They also have no idea really about middle, and they know there's an op in play. Drone comes in. Both teams have no idea about middle, so drone comes in. Smoke goes to clear middle, and after the Prowler as well, the turret didn't go off. Okay, so they know they're taking B main. What do they do with the info? So they use double Prowler for B main, but what do they do once they know they're taking B main?
Does get some damage onto Nismo there. It's immediately going to call him to call the null command, and that's just to try to slow M80 down, to kind of deter them from wanting to push it any further that direction.
Yep.
Is it a knife for info here in a second, too?
Yeah, the thing about it was M80 really weren't set up in an effort to hit that, so they kind of pull out the null command early. Still 35 seconds on the clock here, and you have to make a decision if you are M80.
Fade ult, swing.
Still have Net, though, trying to contest through B main. M80 have not committed to this play to
They still hold on to the info, though. It's a big shot.
You've got the operative techs in position over towards A. Now all of a
Okay,
sudden, M80,
late call to go over towards B. Man, weird round. Valen doesn't have a flash.
There's still a chance
they have no
for
smoke
Valen.
for spawn.
Maybe catch one on this cross as well, depending on how
Whoa,
deep
big
they
kill.
go, but John Cutie gets the first.
Wait,
Spike makes its
really
way
big
on.
kill.
No chance to stop
And
this
they know that
plant,
he's
and
B
we're gonna
main.
reset into a 4v3.
Or they at least can
I thought they
think that he's B main.
is in main now, just based on his utility being triggered, but it may not matter, knowing half the
2v4 on
Texas
site.
already found one with the knives, and that is a 2-man advantage now for guard. Make it everything.
Okay, another convincing round, to be honest. Their retakes are looking fantastic. Actually looks like they're so fine to just give them sights. Their retakes have been really, really good.
That's going to put the guard to 8 within 3. M80 with that spike plant do have
M80 have another
another
timeout if they want it.
This is one of those rare rounds where M80 kind of got stuffed across the board and were forced to slow down. You rarely see M80 making their final push onto a site with only about 20-25 seconds left. They're normally, you know, able to hit in the early round or mid round at the latest, but
I wonder if they hit B, if they just literally don't put many on site.
Another multi-frag, as again, he has been perhaps the best player in Ascension. If you're just going by raw stats.
Squeeze out another buy. They got nice for this one. John QT one away from his ult, and that's pretty much it. We're far away from a lot of ults. Oh, body block. Someone blocked him.
That's the knives off the table for Koala Noob and an early 5v4 for the guard.
That's some nostalgia right there. Trent plus Odin plus Ascent plus wall spam. I mean, where have we seen that before? So many times. as he is the one in true Sova of North America.
They have played anti on this as well.
That's another onto
Little side peek.
Back,
wait,
what?
But
but
how?
Yeah, I thought for sure that Trent was going to be safe, but the aftershock must
Yeah,
have
same.
just been able to connect
Definitely might
onto him.
consider using Breach Ore into this
So
one.
M80 get on for the plan. EU's going to play off-site and over towards mid-market. The guard looking to go 2 for 1
Looks like they want to
here.
get a kill.
2 players to the defensive spawn. Net
There
on
was Tether
screen,
there
trying
as
to make his
well.
way through
Wow, that
B-main.
was really sick.
EU is currently watching this angle, but
Breach
this
Ore
is all
over
about
towards
what they
spawn.
see,
He does
what
run
they
in.
hear. There's
B
the
main.
push up, but Net all collapses perfectly. EU gets caught off guard. Now it's just down to John Cutie. The status effects of the Rolling Thunder off the
Oh,
table.
I'm surprised he got
John
that
gets
kill.
one, but
Okay,
now
nicely
Rolly
done. This
turns
is
to
getting
burn
real
there.
close.
And it's gonna be an
Another
11-9
timeout,
tally.
surely.
The guard's starting to really cook with some gas.
We told you the guard are good on defense, bro.
Yeah, the guard's retakes right now.
Win rate on this map across the entire year with a 12-1 record
Looks
overall
unstoppable.
on the map. They are so damn good on Ascent, and you can never count them out on this map. Even when they were behind, you always got to know that their defense could come through and bail them out. That was such a brilliant reaction from Net. When the Rolling Thunder
What I said in the
came through
split
to
about
peak
guard
and
on
kinda
this
keep
map.
his
I mean,
teammates safe
there was
and
that
back
game where they
also grab
literally
himself
won
a
like
frag.
every single retake, right?
I just see
And
the
it looks like they're
resilient
doing it
crowd.
again.
They might not have a team on this stage. They're certainly still having a good time out there, which we appreciate.
Okay, this is their last time out. So
This is it. This is the last time out.
let's hope they can work it out.
Indeed, and happy.
This should be
Trying
a
to
save here
preach.
for M80.
Yeah. It very well could be some type of mixed buy just to give them like a slight edge. They are a team that likes to do that. You know, they are a team that's very resourceful. Even with low weaponry, they can still make some big plays happen. You know, you give them a upgraded pistol, a stinger, something along those lines, they can still potentially sneak one across. So I wouldn't be shocked if they go with some type of approach like that. But as you said, it could also very well just be a straight up save. As the breathing room is starting to become a situation of claustrophobia. I mean, there is not much space left now for M80.
Where
Again,
is it,
They were
chat?
up at one point, I want to say 10-4, I think is where they were at.
I think you're right.
And
They won the pistol. And the
I know he's on the
So
screen
it
there,
is,
but I can't see him.
It's been 5 in a row, though, for the guard, all on retakes. And they actually are able to get pretty much a full buy through this round, M80, including an operator on Koala Noob. It's just the Guardian for
Okay,
John Cutie is really the only
change-
discrepancy. I think EU
change
also
up?
has a Guardian.
Yeah.
Attack up in front of the
maybe
turret. Are they
catch
just gonna
the
wait?
guard.
This kind of makes sense.
A bit off
Yeah,
guard.
this-
with
I mean, this-
operator check on. What? How does Tex connect onto that? I mean,
Let's go.
he was more than late to
What?
the party. And
Bro.
still,
He might have been late to the party, but he arrived with the goods. You know what I mean? So,
I
like,
know
people
exactly
forgive
what
you
you
for
mean.
that. People forgive
Yeah,
you
I
whenever
feel like Koala's
you
gonna
bring
feel
the
like he
goods,
should have
even
done
if
better
you're late.
there.
You know what I'm saying? And Tex, he had everything that you wanted.
Felt like I wanted to click
oh
for
my
him.
goodness.
If you're Koala, you got to just be like, man,
Bruh.
I got dipped
Might have been a
right
mini-map
there.
moment.
For real.
You got to respect it. That's again, Tex has been a behemoth in Ascension.
Might have
He's one of the
literally just been like,
strongest duels in
I'm
NA
just
all
holding
year.
this angle.
Absolutely has been. So now M80
Maybe it was common at the same time, then looked at minimap, I'm not sure.
The early insinuation here, Dust, is that
Man,
they
that,
want to approach
honestly,
B,
it
but
made
again,
sense though. If we had
Tex is
looked
where you
into
got
this, you know,
speed.
when we were seeing
Yeah,
when I was
that's
watching
really all I
EU
can say
do
about
his
it. The kills
prowlers,
utilities
he was
here.
doing his prowlers, and
Tex
then
has an
obviously they
angle
were
with the
just
operator from
walking into
stairs. He
B
can
main,
easily
so
take
it
the
made a
shot,
lot
fall
of
back
sense
at
that
BB, they can
they
play
wanted
together
to
on
do this
site.
idea.
The only issue is there's no
So
rotation
I actually
in
liked the
place
call.
yet. So they could get overwhelmed.
The shot just wasn't
Could's a
there.
keyword.
Yep. Nanostorm delays the hit a little bit further. Rotation on the way. Flash is coming through. Texas made its way on towards side. Nope, not going to miss that one. Second chance. The flick not going to quite land. Nismo's able to put it
Net
down.
has to kill one.
Net's still
Oh,
holding
maybe
deep,
not
and
anymore.
Trent has made his way over
Trent,
to
look
the
at Trent's
looking for
util, man.
Field
Where's this
coming out
recon?
with the Sova utility.
Why is he getting 3
Oh
scans?
my.
It's incredible.
11-10 to count the guard. This time, no need for a defuse.
50,
They stop
50,
it in
100.
front
They
door.
go low buy.
Bro,
No
they
way is
have
this
taken
happening.
this
This is the
map,
fast map.
they've
It's
drawn
going
up the
down like
drawbridge,
this.
They've dug the moat. They are guarding this castle, my man. It has been a brilliant comeback from the guard here defensively on Ascent. Again, very
Wait,
much
really,
their
Sheriff?
own
That's
map, very
incredible.
much their
I
best
need to
match,
check it out.
Speaking. Their defense has always been kind of the, anchor that has kept them going. You can see them hyped up. They realize what they have done here. They have brought this thing within around
5 stingers.
M80, just 4 spying stingers.
Coaches have no time. Well,
That's all
actually,
they
the
can
guard
do
have
here.
1 timeout, but obviously
Very
they don't want
likely
to
a
time
tie
out and give
game.
M80 the chance.
Oh,
Killjoy set up over towards short again.
Really
Only
solid,
gets
no,
one.
No connections for the kill.
Wait,
Just
what?
got
Okay.
Nisbet on
Only
half
gets one
HP.
time.
At least slows
Keep up,
M80
what's
down,
up?
forces him to redirect a
Wait,
little
good
bit.
morning. What time are you
The
waking
towel
up?
drone's going to get a lot of intel, but the stun is going to cause problem. They're trying to chase it, but Net playing bodyguard. And again, it's the guard team play coming through for a big frag.
Unbelievable. Trent sees
Oh my god, the body block, but Net hit the shot. Man,
no room to
11-11.
away. So now it's just down to Nismo. And nope, nothing there. Another Zenny flawless, and the guard have brought it back to level terms.
My goodness, Shift. We were hoping for a banger of a grand final. We felt like all the pieces were on the board to have one. You have this amazing NA rivalry between the guard and M80 that has lasted all year long. The guard won the initial matchup in split 1. M80 gets their revenge in the midseason face-off and in the grand finals are challengers to go up 2-1 overall and declare themselves #1 in North America. But then the guard and the upper bracket here on land in Brazil tie the series back up to a piece, and now they're looking to take it a step further after tying the game up here.
Oh god, they're going fast over towards B main. This is really bold. This is really, really bold.
Does trade off one. EU has to be able to get both of these. Gets the first. The
one more.
lands. Oh my goodness.
Doesn't expect it. Big 2-on-2.
Still furthers the play out though. We get 2v2 situations with the spike down right in front of Trent Zoden.
Trent's crazy.
He's kind of isolated though. His
Trent's
rotates off.
Trent's
He's gotta
crazy.
be very careful here. And oh,
Trent?
John Cudy's found that's going to be the spike reclaim. That's going to put Net in a 1 versus 2. He does have lockdown, and that could be interesting, but I don't know if it will have crazy value. And oh, maybe trying to fake him out a little bit with
1v2.
that
Net
ult,
has his ult,
but he's
so they
not
kind of
behind
need
it.
to stay around
not
this
at all.
area because obviously this
Now,
ult
Net
fills
gets
up the whole
forward through
site.
mid-market. Is already pushed
And they're going to
through
expect
doors.
him to ult maybe.
John
Okay, here it
Cudy on
is.
the
They know
corner
it.
backs up.
They have to push.
Lockdown gets placed. And it's going
They
to
see his gun if they go stairs.
M80 to have to exit the site. First flash gets avoided. Net
I
on
saw
the
his
corner.
gun.
No, nothing. The team shot's too good. And M80 get back within the lead, and now back to that point.
Yeah, that's a tough situation if you're Net, because indeed the lockdown does force them to come off of site, but it also allows them to pair up and push you together for a trade. So it can really go either way in those situations. Like, it's unlikely they're going to split up and give you 1v1s. They're going to just push together, and so...
Okay. Well, they're not going to go aggro again.
Backfired,
one chance.
It just makes it a lot harder. I think if he would have played maybe a different spot to try to single out 1v1s, but he was playing like a crazy off angle, just kind of gambling that they would come sidewalk and hoping that they wouldn't play together.
Yeah.
And neither one happened.
But they're going
there.
aggro
So
again.
finally the momentum has been halted.
Scramble towards middle at the moment. Haunts out, but it's shown a peek at the first couple. Sander battles back, but only gets one of what was
I mean, I
three
fully
trades
understand
that
why
come
it caught them
out.
off
In a
guard
perfect
because
position off their opening break
that's
off,
really
down to
bold.
4v2 early to try to
That's
get to
incredibly
OT.
bold.
Well, if you thought that last round rattled them at all, it
Okay,
definitely
but
didn't. Their
really paid off.
composure
Jonah P
still
did great.
as stoic as ever. Into a 4v2
2v4.
very quickly after that mid exchange. We're going to see the ult from Valen to get some info at A main. Sees nothing there. Knows that it has to be mid or cat at this point, as they do have B lobby.
It's
being
really
watched by
bold
Trent.
calling, straight up.
Net is solo on the A site. He does have a little bit of utility that will be an early detection system.
Killjoy's
not
on his
moving
own
yet.
here.
Just one dark cover for Net to
Uh-oh.
use. There's the contact. Net doesn't get anything.
Smoke
Backs
to
up
play
in
around
towards
with by a lot of
Val.
time. That's a nice omen
Paranoid
flash.
does land into John Cudy. Aftershock clears out boxes. Sander, can he pop off?
What a
right here,
weird
right
round.
now? Dark cover gets replaced. Net hears a lot of this. Actually gets tagged through the dark cover. Tries to work his way in. John Cudy gets the first one, and they reset. Tex with a shorty out, shut down. Sander's gonna get another. It's all down to Trent for a 1v2 situation. Odin in hand, one shock dart. Shock dart gets
Jesus,
queued.
chat.
Tossed out.
What
Sander watching
the
out
hell?
the
But
cross,
why?
and
Oh
Sander
my
gets
goodness, that's how it
4
ends. The
total of
2v4, they
a
actually do it.
2v4 situation
Man, I'm
turned
so-
around by M80 to strike first and map number 1.
What a crazy
Oh, God.
way to end it. M80 on top early and looked to be steamrolling towards the finish line, but then the guard pulls out all the stops on a defense that they are so strong on. And
Oh
they
my
bring it
goodness.
all the
After
way
the
back
map,
to 11-11.
boys,
And then you
what's
start
going
to
on here?
wonder, are we going to see overtime? Are we going to see the complete comeback from the guard on the pick and actually find the W? You know, you don't really know which way it's going to go, and then it's the final 2 rounds right before the guard are about to cross the tape, man, that we see M80, figure out those final 2 rounds. That final round, to be fair, very chaotic. You're playing a 2v2 basically.
What a
inside
wild
of a
ending
smoke
this was.
in hell.